All right, let's talk pancakes. Not just any pancakes, but those perfectly light, fluffy stacks you dream about. We're gonna leave those sad, flat ones in the past for good.
You know the feeling, right? You've got the box mix, you follow the directions to a T, and what you get is, well, kind of rubbery and sad. It's a total letdown, but guess what? We're fixing that, starting right now.
And here's the best part. The secret isn't some crazy, complicated chef technique. Nope, it's actually way simpler than you think. It really just comes down to a couple of key details that change everything.
Okay, Section 1, the quest for fluff. Let's get into it. This is where it all begins, laying the groundwork for some seriously great pancakes, and that starts with what you're putting in the bowl.
Seriously, go take a look in your pantry. I bet you already have pretty much everything you need. There are no fancy ingredients here. This is all about proving you can get amazing results without a special trip to the store.
All right, so what are these magical ingredients? Let's meet the 7 heroes of our story. This is your toolkit for pancake perfection.
I mean, look at this list. All-purpose flour, baking powder, a little salt and sugar, milk, 1 egg, and some melted butter. That is literally it. See? Just basic stuff. These are your building blocks. The real secret isn't what's on this list, it's how you put it all together.
Okay, now lean in for this one, because this is the golden rule of mixing. This is where so many people mess up. I'm telling you, the mixing is probably the single most important step for getting that fluff. It's like the secret handshake for amazing pancakes.
It all starts out super simple, right? First, you just whisk your dry stuff together in a big bowl. That's the flour, baking powder, salt, and sugar. Then, in another bowl, you whisk up your wet ingredients, the milk, egg, and that melted butter. And then, you pour the wet into the dry. And this moment right here, this is where it can all go perfectly right or terribly wrong.
Okay, this is it. This is the big one. If you forget everything else I say today, please remember this. Don't overmix. A few small lumps are totally fine. In fact, they're more than fine. They're what you want. Lumps are your friend. They are a sign that you're on the path to fluffy greatness.
So, why is this so important? What's the big deal with overmixing? Well, it's all about gluten. When you just combine the ingredients, like on the left, the gluten stays relaxed. That gives you tender, fluffy pancakes. But if you mix and mix and mix until it's super smooth, like on the right, you've overdeveloped that gluten. And that is what gives you tough, dense, chewy pancakes, the exact opposite of what we want.
Okay, you've successfully mixed the perfect lumpy batter. Awesome. But we're not done yet. Now we have to master the perfect cook. It's time to get the heat just right to turn that batter into golden brown clouds of goodness.
And temperature is absolutely key. You know how it goes. If the pan is too hot, you get a burnt outside and a raw, gooey inside. Ugh. But if it's too cool, you just get a pale, kind of sad, dense pancake. That's why medium heat is your best friend here. It's the sweet spot.
So how do you know you've hit that perfect medium heat? Here's a super easy pro tip. Just flick a little drop of water on the pan. If it sizzles and kind of dances around for a second before it disappears, you are golden, you're ready. If it just vanishes in a puff of steam instantly, whoa, way too hot, turn it down.
And once that batter hits the hot pan, it happens fast. We're talking just 2 to 3 minutes on each side, so don't walk away, stay right there and watch the magic happen. But you don't even need a timer, really. The pancakes will actually tell you when they're ready. Just watch the surface. You'll start to see bubbles form. When a few of those bubbles pop and stay open, and the edges look just a little bit dry, that is the signal. It is flip time.
All right, you've totally got the basics down now. You've mixed, you've cooked, but let's talk about a few extra secrets that will guarantee you an amazing stack every single time.
Okay, here are a few quick tips to really level up. First, if you can, let that batter rest for about 5 or 10 minutes. It actually makes them even fluffier. Always use a nonstick pan with just a touch of butter or oil. For perfectly round, same-size pancakes, a 1/4 cup measure is your secret weapon. And if you're making a big batch, you can keep the finished ones warm in a low oven, around 200 degrees Fahrenheit or 90 Celsius.
And just like that, you've done it. You have a stack of warm, golden, perfectly fluffy pancakes sitting right in front of you. Now for the really fun part, the toppings. You've got to start with the classic, right? The goat of pancake toppings, a little pat of butter melting all over, and a good drizzle of real maple syrup. Can't beat it.
Or maybe you're feeling a little more indulgent. How about some fresh berries with a big cloud of whipped cream? Yeah, that's some next-level breakfast right there.
Here's a total crowd pleaser. Chocolate chips and sliced bananas. This one's a winner every time. And a little tip. You can sprinkle the chocolate chips right on top of the wet batter just before you flip them.
And for something that's just a pure, sweet surprise, you can never, ever go wrong with Nutella and fresh strawberries. What a combo!
So there you go. Now you know the secrets. You have the technique, the science, and a bunch of ideas. You are officially ready to go out there and make the best pancakes of your life. So the only question is, what's your ultimate stack gonna look like?